website I'm going to show you how to make is going to be amazing. Even more amazing than this. In there, baby. So this is the amazing website that I'm going to show you how to make step by step with no step skipped. You also don't need to know any coding. You don't need to know any HTML or PHP or CSS or XML or jQuery, Ajax, JavaScript, anything like that. I'm going to show you how to put in this beautiful featured image here. I'm going to show you how to put in different pages that's perfect for your small business. So like a services page, a gallery page, an about us, a contact us, any pages you want. We can also learn how to do a drop-down menu if you like that. We're going to have the search bar in here so we can search different pages. I'm going to show you how to not only create a logo but also how to insert it. I'm going to show you how to put in this headline and these different featured boxes. So these could be your services, a photo gallery, contact us, or an about. I'm going to show you how to put in different social links here and edit this text right here. I'm going to show you how to put in different packages if you want, and images. That's me, Tyler Moore, right there, by the way. So I'm going to show you how to put in these different packages. This is called a price box or a pricing box. I'm going to show you how to put in a gallery, so a photo gallery, so we can see different images, and these images slide. So if we click here, we can go through our photo gallery or your photo gallery. This could be a portfolio. This could be you know, the things you did. We can write a little statement here if we want. And once you want to exit it, you just click on the picture, and then we have our slideshows here. I'm going to show you how to make an About Us page where we can insert a video and a map, and I'm going to show you how to make a button right here. And this is all without any experience necessary. And we can click the play the video button, which is pretty cool. This could be a, you selling your services or people getting to know you better. I'm going to show you how to do a contact us page with an appointment in here, and also a Facebook like box. So here's my Facebook page. If you have a Facebook page, then you can put in all the people who have liked your Facebook page. And here we can put our name. We can fill out our name. How'd you hear about us? Let's put YouTube. Great video. And then let's say that we want an appointment. Okay, so let's go for the 8th, and that's checked off, and we click send email. So it says it's sent, so let's check our email, and it says we have a new appointment made. Let's click on that. So it says that our appointment is for September 8th. And it says great video, and that they found us from YouTube. So that's helpful if you're setting an appointment or you do consulting or something like that. Okay, we're going to learn how to do all of that pretty easily, and we're also going to learn, if we go back to our services page, what if you have different packages, business packages. We're going to learn how to insert this pricing box and click on the gold package, let's say. So we click on the gold package, and PayPal pops up and says, okay, put in your credit card to purchase the gold package. So that's pretty cool. Once we do that, we can say, after you purchase, please make an appointment reservation or on our contact page. So we can go to our contact page once they have purchased, and they can fill out for the appointment that cost $500. So they can enter in their credit card number here, and you can get some money generated from your website. So what is the smartest way of creating this website? And I think the smartest way is to create it with WordPress. Now, what WordPress is a content management system. So instead of having to know all of this coding and stuff, HTML and CSS, all we have to do is replace the text just like you would in Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word or Facebook, and you just insert images. So it's a much smarter way to do business, and it's not only smart, it's really professional. It's not like a Flash website or a Wix website that doesn't work on the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod Touch. It is a website that is used by really good people. Let's see who uses WordPress as their content management system. And by the way, WordPress has a 54% market share, so it's used by most web developers. If you're going to hire a web developer to do this website, they would not only charge you thousands of dollars, but they would also be using WordPress, which is the same platform you're going to be making this website on. So who uses WordPress? Well, we have CNN, we have Forbes, we have Jay-Z, Katy Perry, Arcade Fire. As you can see, we even have Fortune 500 companies, GM, UPS, eBay, Sony, VW. So WordPress is super powerful, and it can grow with you, which is good. So you should definitely start off on it. And if you plan to expand your website even bigger and it gets more traffic, then WordPress is there to help you do that. So this is by far the best platform to use WordPress. Also, because it has so many different people that are on it, they have all these themes, which is the way websites look and act, and they have all these different plugins, which are like the Contact Us plugin. You don't need to do all this coding for this plugin. Someone has already built this Contact Us plugin. And that's why, one of the reasons why WordPress is so great is because it has all these themes that design it and plugins that extend the functionality of WordPress to make it really, really simple for you to use. So what do we need to get started? Well, we need a website name. That's like yourwebsite.com, yourwebsite.net, yourwebsite.org. So we need a domain name, it's called domain name. And we also need hosting. So the domain name is yourwebsite.com. We also need hosting. This is where we're going to store all of the images and files and information and all your text. Basically, it's a computer that's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that when someone goes to your website, let's say your website's Google, all these images and the search box and everything needs to be stored somewhere. So when you go to Google, it accesses a computer that sends you all of the images and files and text and everything. So we need two things. We need a domain name and we need hosting. Now, we also need to install WordPress, and WordPress luckily is free, so that's pretty good. And we also need to set up our website. Alright, so we need to get our domain name, our hosting, we need to install WordPress, we need to set up our website, and after we set it up, we're going to do some advanced tips. So I'm going to give you some advanced tips that web developers use. Again, you don't need to have any prior knowledge, any HTML, CSS, but I am going to show you some CSS coding, and I'm going to show you the way web developers do it so that you're not running around in circles. So if you went to a web developer and told them to make you this website with this pricing box and this gallery and this contact us and to embed a video and a button and a map and a search functions and this beautiful home page, they would charge you thousands of dollars. But what is it going to cost us? So to do it yourself, so we can get the domain and hosting The domain costs about $15 yearly, so that's a yearly cost. The hosting cost, let's see, domain, $15 yearly. The hosting cost $10 monthly. And what the hosting is, again, is where you store all of your information, where you store your logo and your images so that it's available 24 hours a day to everyone. So that's a computer that has to be on 24 hours a day, and that has a really, really fast internet connection. So we have $15 yearly for the domain name and for your website name, and $10 monthly. Now you can have as many domains on your $10 monthly. So you don't need to pay if you want to have multiple websites. You don't need to pay keep on paying for hosting. You just keep on getting new domain names for $15 a year, and you can have them all stored on this one hosting. So in total, to set up everything, it's going to cost you under $25, which I think is an amazing deal. And I'm going to show you how to get 25% off. So I'm going to show you how to get 25% off the $25. So that is pretty cool, and I'll show you how to do that later. But the whole website should cost under $25 to start, to set up. And our to-do list is first we'll get the domain name and hosting. We're going to install WordPress. We're going to set up the website. Then I'm going to give you some advanced tips that web developers use. And this is all going to be set up for under $25. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is get our domain name and hosting. So we can do both of those, luckily, at hostgator.com. Once we do that, we can click on web hosting. And just as a side note, there are many different hosts out there. I made the mistake in the beginning of choosing a bad host, which made me think this, web stuff is really hard and confusing when actually it isn't. I really like HostGator. I have about 50 websites hosted on HostGator. I really like them because of their live chat. If you click on here, you have to wait about 5 minutes, but you get, live chat, live assistance, so that really helps. So what we want to do here is click on web hosting, and always make sure you check out the reviews of anywhere that you do. My recommendation obviously is to go with HostGator, but you can choose wherever you want. And what I like to do here is you have different plan options here. I like to go with the baby plan because it allows you unlimited domains. So this hatchling plan allows a single domain, so that's only one website, like yourwebsite.com. With the baby plan, you could do unlimited domains. So you could do your website, your friend's website, your dad's website, your mom's website, .com, .net, .org, whatever. You can choose different options here. If you commit for longer, then you get a bigger discount. I like to do month to month, so I'm not locked into any contract. But obviously, if you know that you're going to do it for 6 months or a year, that's fine. I've been hosting them for a while, for month to month, so it's probably be smarter if I did 6 months of the year. But I still do monthly, so I'm just going to recommend that for you, month to month. And then you click order now. And once you click order now, it's going to say, do you have an existing domain name, or do you want to register a new one? Let's say you have a domain name from GoDaddy or something. You registered somewhere else. You'd enter that in here. But if you're having a new domain name, then you enter it right here. So we're just going to do the new domain name. We're going to do simpleIsKey.com, and instead of getting 20% off only, we're going to enter in vacation 25 to get 25% off. So it saves you an extra 5%. And just know that I do get credit for this. This is my coupon code. So when you use it, I get credit, and it helps me keep on making these free tutorials. So that really helps. So if you're going to use HostGator anyways, please use my coupon code. Then you continue to step 2. And we can see here that we get 25% off instead of 20. Our baby plan is this. We could put in our username and our security pin, just 4 digits. Our first name, last name. If you're from a different country other than the United States, you want to click on PayPal. If you're from the United States, you could just do credit card. Then you do the credit card number and the expiration date and all of that. And we get 45 days money back guaranteed, which is nice. We have live support, which is free. And we see that we have 25% off instead of 20% off. And the total to everything to get started is only $22.46. So again, under $25. Once you fill out all this information, you just have to click Create Account. Once we do that, we're going to get a thank you page, and that's when you know it's time to check your email. Once we're in our email, we'll see that we have a new HostGator account information email. We click on this, and remember to print this out or write it down or keep it somewhere safe. This is very important information. So we have all of our usernames and passwords, and we have our name servers, which we will need only if we got our domain name from somewhere else. And we have all this. So the next step in doing this is to click on your control panel. So just go ahead and click on this link right here. Alright, and once we do that, we simply take our username, we can right click, copy it, and paste it in there, and our password, to copy it and paste it, and then click login. So I just click login. And once we're logged in, we're going to want to scroll down and click on Quick Install right here under Software and Services. Click on Quick Install. And then click WordPress. Now this is another reason I like HostGator, because lots of the times different hosting companies don't have this quick install, so it's a little confusing. You have to know some PHP and MySQL database stuff in order to install WordPress, but this allows you excuse me, this allows you to do it easily. So, but luckily a lot of hosts are catching up to HostGator, so that's good. So just click Quick Install and click Continue. Then choose your domain name. And I have lots of domain names. Some people ask me, are these all your websites? No, they're not all my website. These are past clients' websites that I've worked on and things like that. So let's just click on Simple is Key. And then we don't add anything for the slash, because sometimes people install WordPress on their website.com/blog or /WordPress. Don't do that. Just install it on your main website. Uncheck auto upgrades. Let's put in our email, tylermoore@gmail.com. Username, I like to do admin. Blog title, we'll just say vacation. Or you can put my small business website, whatever you want. We can always change this later, but make sure you have admin correctly. Okay, once you do that, click Install Now. Then we wait just a little while, and it installs just like that. So the things to note here are your username and password. Make sure you keep these, write them down, print them out, copy them, something like that. Okay, and it says congratulations, your website is ready. But that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it takes anywhere from 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours, all the way up to 48 hours, all the way up to 2 days for your website to be ready. Usually it works in 2 to 4 hours, but sometimes you have to wait longer. So that's just the way it is. So I'm going to take a little break right now, and when I come back, then the website should be ready. So I'm going to take a 3-hour break, and then we're going to check it, and we're going to click here and go to our website and see if our website is ready. So I will see you in a few hours. All right, bye. All right, so I took my break and I am back. So let's check our website. First, we're going to copy this password for later use, and we're going to click here to go to our website. So it goes to our website. We see the default WordPress installation. Here's our sidebar, and here's our navigation. It doesn't look that promising. It doesn't look that great. It kind of looks plain. I've seen some web developers charge $500 just to do this part, which I think is ridiculous. So let's make it better. First, we need to log in. So let's go to /wp-admin. So yourwebsite.com/wp-admin. Okay, then press enter. And you do your username, admin, remember from here, and password. There it is. I'm just going to copy it and paste it right in here. Then click login. Now we have access to our dashboard. So this is called a dashboard. So whenever I say go to your dashboard, you go right here. One of the first things that I like to do is change this password right here because I can't remember it. So I'm going to go to users and go to admin and hover over it and click edit. Then scroll all the way down and it's going to say new password. So I'm going to do something that I could remember a little easier. And I'm going to click update profile. So there we are. Now we have a new password. Okay, the second thing that I like to do is I like to go to settings. Click settings and you can see your site title and tagline, and we could change these if we want. But what I like to do here is, you see where it says simpleIsKey.com, but if we go to Google, it has www.google.com. I like the looks of www.google.com or www.yourwebsite.com rather than it not having the www. So I'm just going to enter in www.here, and be very, very careful when you do this. If your website is on a subdomain or something different, just skip this part and don't do this. If you get this wrong, if you put in a different website here other than where you've installed WordPress, it's not going to work. So if your website's set up just like mine, do www. right in front of it. If you like the looks of it, it doesn't change anything. It's just a cosmetic change. So your website is going to work just the same. So then we're going to scroll down once we have the www. In both places, and we're going to click Save Changes. Now it's going to ask us to log in again, but you see that it's changed to www. So we're going to log in now with our new password and click Login. Alright, and now we can visit our site once again and see that we have the www. And our new password all done. So next up, we're going to change the theme or the looks of this website, how the website is laid out, not the content. The content is going to stay the same, but the looks of it is going to change, and it'll make a lot more sense once I do it. So let's close some of these tabs here. And let's go back into our dashboard. Now, once you're already logged in, it has this menu up here. So if you're not logged in, you have to go to /wp-admin and enter in that way. If you're logged in already, it's going to have this bar up here, and you can just hover over it and click dashboard. Alright, so how do we install themes? But before we install themes, if it says the new WordPress is available, please update now, go ahead and do that. Update and click update now. Alright, you're all updated. That's pretty cool. Now let's look at our website. And we see that it looks like that. But now let's change the theme. So let's go to Appearance, then Themes. And go to Install Themes. Now this theme that we're going to install is called Blackbird. Blackbird. So here it is. And all we have to do to install this theme is click Install Now. And then we click Activate. Okay, so now it's activated. So this is what our website did look like. And now if we click refresh, this is what our website looks like now. Much better. Much more oriented towards businesses, and it looks really good. So let's go to our sample page, and we can see that it looks different. The content again is the same, but the way it looks has changed. We have these 3 featured boxes here, and we have this featured image here, and it looks much better. We have this little footer here, and it looks very good. How do we add pages to our new, really good looking website? Well, first we go back into the dashboard, and we go to Pages, Add New. Alright, and we'll call this one About. This is our About page. And if you are on HTML right now, you can click Visual. So this is the visual. And we can click on this to expand more options. So we could do things like bold things and put a title. Let's see, a heading one. And just insert images. Insert an image right here. And just click Insert into Post. And so everything is pretty simple and easy to do. Then we can click Publish. And obviously you can format it much better than this, but this is just an example. We click View Page, and we see that we have an About page now. So we go to the About page, and we can see that our title is there, and this is our About page, and put some text in there and click Update, and refresh it, and we see that we have different things in here. So it's pretty cool and really easy to use, just like Microsoft Word. Alright, so let's add in some more pages. So to do that, again, we just go to Pages and we click Add New. Let's add a Services page. And we'll fill in these later, but I just want to show you how to add pages. Click Publish. And we could just go to Pages again and click Add New. And maybe we want a gallery. And we'll do the gallery later. Just click Publish. And we can see as we do this, our navigation bar is getting more and more populated with different things. So we could go to our services, and it just says Services, Gallery. Just says gallery. And what else do we need? We need go to pages, add new, and we can put in a contact. So contact us. And just click publish. Alright, so if we refresh this, we're going to see our home, sample page, about, services, gallery, and contact us. Contact page. Alright, obviously yours might be different depending on what your business is. But that's how you set up pages. What if we want to get rid of the sample page? Okay, we could do that pretty easily. We just click pages. And we see all of our pages. And we see our sample page. And we just click trash. Alright, let's refresh this. And we see that our sample page is gone. But what happens if we want our services first and our about over here? We want to rearrange the menu. Let's see how to do that. To rearrange the menu, we have to go to Appearance, then Menus. Alright, and then we'll just call this Menu and click Create Menu. Once we do that, we can start adding our pages. So just check off your pages that you see here and click Add to Menu. Now you'll see that you don't see a home page. So let's put everything in the correct order. We want just click and hold and drag. We want the contact there. We want our services next and our gallery. Then we click Save Menu. Now we can refresh and nothing happens because we need to add it to here. We need to click here and go to Menu. Then click Save. And now when we refresh, we can see that we have Services, Gallery, About, and Contact. But what happened to our home page? We need some way to get back to our home page. So in order to do that, we make a custom links. So type www.http :/2 www.yourwebsite.com, .net, .org, whatever, and label it home and click Add to Menu. We don't want it to be last, so let's drag it up to first and click Save Menu. Then click Refresh, and we see that we have our home menu there. So if we go to our services, and we can click our home, and we go back to our home page, which is very good. What happens if you have these menus, but you want submenus? And what submenus are is when you hover over maybe the About, it has FAQ or different things. Let's just add another contact page, which is the same as this contact page here. But let's put it, click contact page, click Add to Menu. But let's put it under the services. So we not only put it under, but we indent it. So when we hover over services now, we're going to see a drop down contact. So let's click Save Menu. Go back here and refresh it. It doesn't look any different, but when we hover over services, there's our contact. And this is the same contact as this, but you get the point. Alright, but since I'm not going to have any drop down menus, I'm just going to click this and click Remove and click Save Menu. So the next thing I want to just make sure that you have enabled is what's called permalinks. So if we go to Settings, then Permalinks, we can see that our post name is checked. This means that it goes to yourwebsite.com/about/contact/services instead of the default yourwebsite.com/?p=123. So just make sure that post name is checked off and not default. Okay, so mine's automatically checked off on post name, but if yours isn't, just click on post name and click Save Changes. This is not only good for humans to remember yourwebsite.com/about or /contact, but it's also good for the search engines because /p=123 isn't very descriptive. So make sure you just click select post name and then click Save Changes. Alright. Now we have our menu all in order, but we don't have any of the content and we don't have any of these featured image. So let's start with this big featured image right here. How do we change this? Okay, well that's pretty easy to do. We go to our appearance. Let's go to our dashboard first. Go to appearance and then theme options. Theme options. Alright, and then click home top feature. So home top feature right here. Now we're going to click upload image. And I'm going to show you where most people have difficulties making their website look perfect. And I'll show you right here. It says the optimal size is 950 pixels wide by 390 pixels high. So this is where most people have difficulties because they don't have Photoshop. They don't want to spend $400. Maybe you do have Photoshop, which is great. And you know what this means, but a lot of people don't, so I'm going to explain that to you. But first I want to show you what a lot of people run into. And I see this on a lot of people's websites, but I'll show you how to fix it. They upload an image, and let's say we want an image of, let's see. We want an image of this beach right here. Okay, so we open the image, and then it uploads, and everything's fine. It looks fine. Okay, great. And we click Save All Changes. Alright, we go back to our website and we click Refresh. And what happened here? The image got distorted. You can't really see it that well because it's a beach. So let's try to upload a different image. Upload image. Let's do it with this tiger right here. Alright, uploaded. Save all changes. And we click refresh. Alright, so look at this. It looks all distorted, all squished. So how do we make it so it doesn't look like that? How do we change it? How do we edit this picture, basically? How do we edit pictures if we don't have Photoshop? Is there a free alternative? And yes, there is. So this is what we can do. We can go to www.pixlr.com. Alright, and once we do that, we can open Pixlr Editor and might as well hit the advanced section. And we create new image. Now it asks us what is the width of our image. And if we remember from here, the width of the image is 950. Okay. So we say the width is 950. And what is the height? Okay, the height is 390 pixels tall. So that's 950 wide right here, 390 tall. And pixels are just like inches or meters or kilometers or miles or whatever. It's just a distance in computer talk. So 950 pixels wide, 390 tall. All right, so let's do 390 tall. Okay, so you see this size right here? Pretty much looks like this size right here. All right, let's go to File and then Open Image. And let's open that image of the tiger. So click that and we'll click Open. Now we need to get this into here. So how do we do that? Okay, well we could go to Edit and select all, and then go to Edit and press Copy. Okay, now we have it copied. Now we go back here, this window, and we go to Edit and Paste. There we have our tiger in there, but it's way too big, as we can see. So we can see this navigator right here. And if you don't see the navigator, you can go to View, Navigator, View, navigator. And let's make everything smaller. This doesn't actually make the image smaller, it just makes our working space smaller. Alright, once we do that, let's click on this tool right here. Make sure our tiger is selected and not the background. And go to Image. Go to Edit and go to Free Transform. Now this allows you to transform the image, make it smaller, resize it so it fits perfectly into here, but if we start transforming it now, it can get all squished and out of all distorted. So what we do to transform it perfectly, to give it the same aspect ratio, is we click and hold Shift. And this allows us to transform it perfectly so it doesn't get distorted. So we're going to transform it, and then we're going to let go of Shift, and then we're going to put it right in here. And I made it a little too small, so I'm going to go again and hold Shift again right now, and I'm going to make it bigger. Alright, then I'm going to click Enter once I'm done. So let go of Shift, everything, Enter. Now you may have to play around with this a little bit. It's just like Photoshop, so it's something good to learn. And once we do that, we can make it 100% again, just to see what it looks like. 100%. And we can go to File, Save, and call this Tiger, and we can keep it at 80%, that's fine, and click OK. And let's save it to our desktop. Click Save. Alright, we can keep that open, and we can go back to our website here, back to Appearance, Theme Options. We could remove this image and upload the image of the tiger and save all changes. Now you'll see the difference between this very distorted tiger and if we refresh this one where it's perfect. So it looks much better, much more polished off, much more perfect. That's not the image I want to use on my website, so I'm going to go back here and upload image, and I'm actually going to upload main. And then I'm going to click Save All Changes. And this is one that I previously already edited, so we can refresh this and we can see my picture right there. Next up, how do we change this logo right here? Okay, we could do that pretty easily. Let's go to our photo editor and exit these and create new image. Okay. Then it asks us over here in the general settings for our custom logo, and we see that it tells us the size again, 221 by 84 high. So we again enter that in, which is 221 by 84 high. Then we can name it logo and press OK. So that's our space for the logo. Alright, and we're just gonna put in some text. We'll just say vacation, and we can actually choose a different font if we want. So they have many fonts. We'll just try that one. And we can change the size. Let's just go to 34 and let's make it bold. And we could change the color. So let's play around with the colors. Let's do a nice orange. Nice bright orange, okay. And we can click this and we can move it around. So let's move it around That seems pretty good. Now let's get some an image from Google Images. And this is just an example. Of course, you're going to want to see if you have the rights to this image and stuff, if it's free to use. So we just let's look for an image. That one looks pretty good. And we can right click. And again, all this stuff is both PC and Mac compliant. So, you know, you don't need to worry about, is this going to work on my, computer? Yes, it's going to work. So we can right click and press Save Image As. And we save it to the desktop. Press Save. And it downloads, and then we can go back to our, go to File, Open Image, and find the bird, and click Open. So now we have to copy it and get it back into here. So we go to Edit, select all, Edit, Copy, go back to here, Edit, Paste. But the bird, once again, is too big. So what we can do is make sure the bird is selected on this layers over here and go to Edit, Free Transform. Then hold Shift, and while you're doing that, drag this smaller. Oh, see, I didn't hold Shift right. So I'm actually gonna undo that and click Free Transform and hold Shift correctly this time, and it scales correctly. Alright, now that the bird is in there, maybe you want a little site slogan or something. So let's just click the text again and put amazing business website. And let's change the font of this. To something else. See what looks good. Oh, we could do that. No, let's see. Alright, I think I'm getting too into this. That one's fine. Okay. Then change the font size. Maybe 19 would work. And yes, it did. And let's go back and change the color of it again. Let's do a light gray. There we go. And maybe make it bold. Maybe make it 18. Alright, I'm getting too into this. This is just an example. Okay, you can spend more time on your logo later. Once we have that done, we can go to File and press Save. And then see, say it's logo 2, and then press OK, and save it to your desktop. Alright, once we do that, we can go back to our options by going to Appearance, Theme Options. So Appearance, Theme Options, and upload your logo. So now that your logo is 221 by 84, upload image. There we go. And logo 2, upload, and press save all changes. Obviously yours is going to be better because you'll spend more time on it hopefully. But if we refresh, we can see that we have our logo integrated into the website now perfectly. Next, we're going to learn how to change this right here. So we could just go back to our dashboard. Let's exit out all the editing and everything. Let's go back to our dashboard and let's go to appearance and theme options. Then home top feature, and we have our feature image, and then our feature heading. We're just going to say business website, and our feature description. Just going to paste some stuff in there. Make your small business website almost for free, save thousands on it, and reinvest it into your business. Okay. The link, when you click on it, where do you want it to go? So we're going to do http://www.yourwebsite.com/ your most important page. So maybe that's your services page or whatever page it is. Okay, and then click save all changes. Once we do that, we can visit our website and we can see that the business website and the text is changed here. And we can click on it and it'll take us to our services page, which we haven't made yet. So let's go back to our home. And how do we change this text right here? Which, by the way, I think is pretty cool. Just some text to grab some people's attention, tell them a quick thing describing your business maybe. Let's see how to do that. We go back into our dashboard. And we go to appearance theme options. And then click homepage settings. And it says homepage headline. So just paste some text into there. Create an amazing website with no web design experience. This could obviously be anything to describe your business and just to grab their attention and get them to read and look further. It should be something that really catches their eye. So we do that and then we click save all changes. And now we go back to our website and refresh. And we can see our new headline. Alright, next up are these three boxes right here. How do we change this image and how do we change these titles and this content and get it to link to our content? Okay, let's see how we can do that. So in the same place, we have the first featured heading that corresponds to this right here. So I'm just going to put our services in the first featured image. We'll do that later. First featured content. Check out our small business packages to increase sales. And we'll have this one go to /services. That'll make it go to ourwebsite.com/services. And the second feature heading, we'll just do photo gallery. And the content, make sure to view our photo gallery of our portfolio. And the third heading maybe would be contact us. So we have need to speak with someone, contact us, call, and my phone number. Okay. And the third featured link, oh, sorry, the second featured link would be /gallery, because it goes to ourwebsite.com/gallery. And the third featured link would be /contact. And we can save all changes. Alright, let's refresh. And now we have all our services, and it goes to ourwebsite.com/services. So let's see if that works. It does. We have our photo gallery, goes to /gallery, which is there. It works. And we have the contact us. So we can click contact and it goes there. So that's pretty cool. But how do we change these images? Okay, and just know that this website, it makes these circles for you. So you don't need to do the circles, you just need to upload the image and it will have the circles automatically. Alright, so let's see how to do that. Here it says upload image, so it's pretty simple. But where do we get excuse me, where do we get some icons? I like to go to a website called dryicons.com and click on free icons. Okay, and then let's just go to with the travel and tourism, view and download. And I like to go with the PNG file format. And right now it's downloading into a zip folder. So I'm just going to drag that to my desktop, minimize this, and unzip it just by double clicking. Alright, now we have all the icons in this folder. And do it as a PNG because PNG has a transparent background. So it will take the background of whatever background you're putting it on. Sometimes you'll see a white box around a logo or something. That's because they didn't make it into a PNG with a transparent background. Anyways, now we have all of these icons. And it tells you the sizes. This is 256 by 256. And yeah, let's upload them. So let's go back to our website and go here in the first featured image. Let's upload it. So let's find our unzip folder and let's do 256 by 256. And let's do the suitcase and press open. Alright, so that one's in there. And let's do the second one. Let's do the postcard. Press open. That's in there. And let's do the third one. And we could do a map. Press open. Alright, and we got that in there. Then click Save All Changes. Now we can close this and refresh. And we see that we have our suitcase, our postcard, and our map. Later we're going to learn how to change the colors of this and of the menu, but that's later. So it's looking pretty good right now. So how do we change this call us information right here? Let's see how to do that. It's pretty simple. We go to Appearance and then Theme Options and click General Settings. And we just put Call Us 310 743 3190. And we could put our address here. So I'm going to put Los Angeles, California. And click Save All Changes. If we go back to our website and refresh, we can see that it changed. Alright, so next up we're going to add information to these pages. And I'm going to show you what plugins are. Plugins are a way to extend the functionality of WordPress. So let's go to this About page and let's click Edit Page. And this is, we entered in a picture here, but maybe we don't want to do that. We can delete. If you don't remember how to enter in a picture, you just click here, that little picture icon, and we select files, and we can get this chair and press open. And then do full size, medium, large, align it left, center, right, and then insert into post. And that's how we get images in there. It's pretty easy. But we're not doing that right now. What if you want to put in a YouTube video? All right, well, let's see how to do that. Let's first go to youtube.com and let's search for Jolly Beach St. John. Nice little beach scenery. Click on it, and all we have to do is stop the video from playing. All we have to do is copy this up here, the URL, copy it, and paste it in. Then click Update, and view our page. Look at that. As easy as that. So if you want to have video in your website, which I really do recommend, or video of your products, then just upload it to YouTube and do the same thing. It's pretty easy. So we can play it, and it looks pretty good. Let's say you wanted this YouTube video a little wider. See how it doesn't go all the way to the end of the page? All you have to do for that is just go to Settings and then Media. Settings and Media, and then you see where it says maximum embed size. Let's just make it 630 and take out the height. So, and I do 630 because I know that's about how long this is. And later in this video, I'm going to show you how to get that information, how wide this is. So just put 630, leave the height blank, and press Save Changes. So now that we did that, we can refresh our page, and you'll see that the video is going to get a little bigger. So let's do that. See how the video got a little bigger, and it lines up with this pretty much. Press play, works just the same. Alright, now let's add some text under this. So maybe this would be about you, and then you describe yourself in text. Let's see how to do that. So I'm just going to go to Google and get a dummy text generator, which is just nonsense text. So I only need about 50 words maybe. Just gonna copy it to clipboard and go click on edit this page again and paste it. Right click, paste, or Control V if you're on a PC, Command V if you're on a Mac. Okay, so now we have our video and our text, and we click update. And you notice you don't see the video here, you just see it when you view the page. So let's view the page. And we have our video and the text. All right, but what if we want a button under here? Let's say we want a button that goes to our services page. So we have our video, we have our text. What if we want a button right here that goes to a services page? So they read about you, they like you, they click the button to go to your services page to see what you offer. Let's see how to do that. How do we generate a button? Well, one of the really good things about WordPress is what's called plugins. And what plugins do is it extends the functionality of WordPress. Now, WordPress by default may not have a contact form, may not have a really good photo gallery, may not have all sorts of different things. But people build, because WordPress is such a big community, people build custom plugins that allow you to enhance the WordPress functionality. So by default, WordPress doesn't come with a button, but let's download a button plugin. So let's just go to plugins and click add new. Now let's search for a plugin called Easy Shortcode Buttons. Search. And we have Easy Shortcode Buttons. We see that it got pretty good ratings. So let's go to details. And let's look at the screenshots. So we have all these buttons that we don't need to do in Photoshop. We don't need to code. And it just comes just by downloading this plugin. So let's click install now. Alright, once we do that, we just click activate plugin. Okay, once it's activated, we can go back to our page and just click refresh. And now we see that we have a new button right here. So let's go on a new line and click on the button button. Alright, so it adds a button. It adds all this crazy HTML looking stuff. But it's pretty easy. We just says replace text of this. So this is the beginning of the button. This is the end of the button. And it says replace text. So for this text, I'm going to say view our services. Okay. Let's see what that does. Update. And we can refresh this page now. And we see view our services. Okay, so it's a black button. It doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't really do anything. Maybe we want it centered. Maybe we want it a different color. So how do we figure out how to do that? Well, if we go back to our dashboard and we click on plugins, we can see easy shortcode buttons. Now let's visit this plugin site. Okay. And once we do that, it gives us a little instructions on how to really use this plugin to its full capacity. So it's telling you what everything is, what link means. Link is the URL of where you're going to go to. So right now it doesn't go anywhere. So let's look at the link property. So we see link equals, and it's nothing, just this pound sign. So what if we do /services and click update? Then we refresh the about page. And now we can see that it goes to /services. Well, that's pretty cool. What else can we do? So target equals blank, self, parent, or top. What does that mean? Well, target blank means open, when you click the button, open it into a new blank window. Self means don't open it into another window, open it into the same window. So maybe instead of having two windows open, let's do the self. So we can see here that if we click on the button, it opens up another tab. But what if we, where it says target, we replace that with self and update it, refresh this, and now when we click on it, it doesn't update and go to a new tab, it just opens in the same window. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Color. We have default, red, blue, yellow, green, white. Let's do a blue. So we copy that. we find where it says color equals default. No, let's do color equals blue. Press update. Refresh this. No, go back. Refresh this. And we see that we have our button that is now blue. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we have shape, circle, round, square. All right, let's see what it is now. So we have rounded. All right, maybe we like that. We have size, small, large. Let's go with a size large. Press update. See what that looks like. All right, that's more of a button. Now we have a line left or right, but what if we wanted to line center? Well, they forgot one in here, so let's do, instead of left, right, let's do center. So align equals center. Update. Refresh. And it didn't go into the center. Why is that? Well, what we can do is highlight it all. Maybe that's not an option. And press the center button. Let's see if that works. Refresh. And it did. So I guess they don't have the center option. But what you can do instead is just highlight it all, press the center, and align it equals center. So that takes care of that problem. So that is how you insert a button and a video and text. So that's pretty cool. Let's get rid of these tabs and go back to our home page. And we can view our About page with our video, text, and button. Okay, but what if we don't want people to leave a reply? How do we get rid of this? We can again just click the Edit page. And up here it says Screen Options, right here. Check off Discussion. Scroll down and uncheck Allow Comments, Allow Trackbacks. Then click Update. Alright, let's go back to our website and see if that took off the comment section, which it did. So now the website looks much cleaner, and maybe you don't want people commenting on the About section. Alright, we're getting going. Next up is the contact page. So click on the contact page, and again it has the leave a reply thing, so you're going to want to edit that out. So let's go to our contact page and let's see how to put in a contact form so that people don't have to copy and paste your email address. So I guess my computer logged me out, but that's alright. We just go to /wp-admin put in our username and password, and we're good to go. So we go to Pages, and this is another way to go to a contact page. Pages and then Contact. The other way is to go to, once you're logged in, go to the contact page and press Edit. Same thing. Okay, so now that we're on the Contact Us page, we don't have anything to put the plugin in. But while we're here, let's view the page, and where it says leave a reply, let's get rid of that. So we go here, make sure discussion is checked off, and go down here and just uncheck both of these. Then click Update. Now we see the reply thing, we refresh, now we don't. Alright, so we have a nice clean Contact Us page. And later we're going to figure out what to do with this sidebar, but for now let's just focus on this Contact Us page. So because WordPress doesn't by default come in with a contact form here. Let's download one. So we'll just go to plugins and click add new, or you could click add new here. Add new, and let's just look for contact. Alright, and we see all of them, and you can get the details for some of them. Easy contact form. There's so many different contact forms out there that it's hard to know which one to choose. But a lot of times you just have to install them and see if they work for you, and see if they don't. I know one called Big Contact that works, so I'm just gonna search for that and look at the details, and it'll tell you how to install it. You can skip this part. Okay, look at the ratings. Sometimes you visit the plugin homepage to see how it really works on the person who made this plugin's website, and click install now, and click activate plugin. Now we see we have a new tab right here called Big Contact, and just know that every plugin works a little differently, so you do have to read up on it sometimes. So just click Big Contact, and this is what it looks like. Okay, and you could read more on how to edit it and stuff, but we're just going to do the basic settings. So we'll click on settings, and who should receive the emails. So I'm going to put tylermoore@gmail.com. If you want to enter in multiple people, you just do a new line and you say this person at AOL.com or whatever. Then it says who should receive appointment emails. We'll just do the same one, tylermoore@gmail.com. Email subject, new contact. Appointment subject, new appointment. Okay. And it has more options here that you can read later if you like, and click Save Changes. Now we can go back to our pages and go to our contact page. And get rid of this one. And this plugin is much different than many plugins. It adds another box right here. So what do we want to include in the contact? I just want to do the contact form and appointment. But if you want a phone list, an email list, your business hours, and the location of the map, you can check all of these. You have to edit the settings for them though, and follow the instructions. But I'm just going to say these two, and I'm going to insert into page. And when I do that, it adds this right here. So that's not there now. These two are checked. I insert into page, shows up. Then we just click update. Alright, let's view our page. And we can see that we have a nice contact page with an appointment calendar. So if you don't want that appointment calendar, you obviously just uncheck it, check this off and insert into page, but don't check this off. And click update, and we could put our name, phone number, how'd you hear about us, YouTube, and put hey there. Once we do that, we send the email and it will show up in our email inbox. And if we want an appointment, we check the appointment off, say for the 11th, and send the email and it will give us an appointment. So we can check this off and fill out all the information and send it, and it'll send us an appointment email. So that is looking pretty good. Let's exit that, go back to our website. And next up, let's add a gallery. So we see a gallery is blank right now. We can get rid of this leave a reply by editing the page rather, and going screen options, make sure discussion is checked, and uncheck both of these. Update. Click on View Page, and we have no more comment section, unless you want people to comment on your gallery. That might be pretty cool. WordPress doesn't come with a great gallery. It does come with a gallery, but there is one I like more, so let's see how to do that. Let's go back into our dashboard and click Plugins and click Add New. Now we can search for Gallery, and we can look and scroll down, and you can try out all of these galleries, or you could just take my advice and install the best one, in my opinion, which is the Next Gen Gallery. Then just click Install Now. We can always go to Details to see how to use it, but I'm going to show you how to use it, so just click Install Now. Then click Activate, and now we have a new tab that says Gallery right here. So we click on Gallery, and we click Add Gallery / Images. Once we do that, it's asking for a new gallery name. Maybe this one is your portfolio, or it could be images of your shop or images of your product or whatever. Portfolio, and click Add Gallery. Once we do that, we can select the files and click on wherever your pictures are. And what I like to do is I like to click the first one, then hold Shift and click the last one, and that selects all of them in between. Then click Open and choose which gallery to put it into. Ours was the portfolio, and click Upload Images. So now we just have to wait for the images to upload. And right now it's uploading the images and creating little thumbnails. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so it's uploaded the images and added them to the gallery. That's all we need to do for that. Now we can go to Pages and go to our gallery and click Edit. And once again, it's added a new little tab for us. So we can click on it and select the gallery portfolio and click Insert. And it adds a little short code, which you don't see the gallery here, but when you click Update and you view the page, it shows the gallery. And you click on it, and we can go through it. And it looks pretty good. And when we want to exit it, you just click on the picture and you exit it. That's pretty cool, but what if we don't want to show it as a slideshow like it has here? I mean, I don't really like that option, to be honest with you. I want to get rid of that, and I want these images to be a little bigger. Let's see how we edit some of the options. So let's go back to our gallery and click Manage Gallery. And we see that we have our portfolio in here, so let's click on it. And let's click this button, which will select all of them. And let's create new thumbnails for them and press Apply. Now the width and height is 100 by 75, Let's make them a little wider, 175, and a little taller, 125. And click OK. So now it's creating our new thumbnails. And once it's done, we had these thumbnails, but we click refresh, and now we have much bigger thumbnails. So that's pretty cool. Alright, what if we want to get rid of this show as slideshow thing, which I don't really like? We go back to our gallery, and we click on options, and we click the gallery tab, and it says integrate slideshow. No, uncheck that. And obviously you have so many other different options, but I can't go through all of them because this video is already getting pretty long. So we save changes and we refresh, and we don't see that option anymore, which is great. Alright, next up is we're going to edit our services page. So once again, we are going to edit the page and take out the reply. Make sure discussion is checked, scroll down, and uncheck these, and click update. Update. Alright, let's try that again. Something weird happened with my computer. That happens sometimes. We go to edit, scroll down, uncheck these, and click update. There we go. Okay. So now we don't have a comments on our services page. Pretty cool. In a lot of business, they have what's called a pricing box or a pricing table, where they offer their different options or different packages, so that people don't have to get a quote, because sometimes people are afraid to get a quote. So they have different options, and people can select it and pay with PayPal. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's once again go to plugins and click add new. And let's search for price table. Price table. Alright, and we see this one has good ratings. We could go to details and look at the screenshots. That looks pretty good. So just click install now and activate plugin. Alright, and once we do that, we can see that we have a new price table tab here. So let's just add new. Add new. And we'll call this business packages. Okay? We don't need to put anything in here, into the body. And then it says add column. Okay, we want to do that. Title, we'll say this is the bronze package. Price, we'll say $50. Details, this is some package information. Button URL, we're going to do later. Button text, let's say bronze. Okay, we can add other information here if we want. Let's just keep on going. Maybe we'll do silver next. Price for that is $100. $200 maybe. Detail, this is some package information. And silver. Do it again for gold. Price is $500. And the button is gold. Okay, we'll add another one. This is platinum. Price $1,000. Details, this is some package information. And platinum, okay. And I really think these pricing tables just help people so they don't have to ask you what your prices are. And it's a package, so you can package things together. And you can add more descriptions here or here, obviously, or below the page. All right, once we do that, and this is a bit of a tricky part, not really tricky, it's not that difficult, is we copy this short code, just like in the gallery. And we click copy, and we publish it. All right, that's all we need to do for that. So we can go back to our pages and go to our services page and click edit. And let's just paste that in there by right clicking and press paste. On a Mac, it's command click and then paste, or command V on it to paste. For a PC, it's control V to paste. Just a little information. You probably already know that though. Okay. Then click update. And let's view the page. Alright, we got our little price box here. So these are your different packages, and people can select them, which is pretty darn cool. But our buttons aren't working because we didn't put any of them, and maybe we want one of the packages to stand out. Maybe it's the most common used package, so let's make it stand out. So let's see how to do that. We can go to a pricing table again and just click on it, and let's recommend the gold one. So just click this button and update it. Okay, refresh, and now this one pops out and it says select. Alright, and it says select because we didn't add any button URL. So when we click this button, we actually want it to go to PayPal so that it asks for a payment. So let's go to paypal.com and see how to do that. We'll go to paypal.com. And if you don't have a PayPal account, it's free to get one. I'm not going to show you how to sign up because it's just so easy. And once you get a payment, you can directly transfer the funds to your bank. So it's pretty easy and it's all free. PayPal does take, the way they make their money is when someone buys it from you, let's say $500, PayPal takes like 2%. So it's going to be like $10 in fees. So you'll get $490 instead of $500. And that's the way most credit card merchant things work, and there's no way really to get around that. So, but it doesn't cost you any money up front, but when people buy something, they, take 2% or whatever. All right, so I'm just gonna log in here. And I'm going to wait to log in, and then I'm going to click on Merchant Services. Alright, and then I'm going to say Create Buttons. Click on Create Buttons. Alright, and it's a Buy Now button, and we're going to say this is a small business package, item number, whatever, price $500, let's say. Shipping, we're going to say none, and we're going to say create button. Alright, it gives us all this crazy code. Let's not do that. Let's just click on email. And even though it's not going to be used on email, we're just going to get a link for it. We're just going to copy it. Go back to our pricing table and paste that in the button URL. So we're just going to do the same one for each of them. Obviously, you would create multiple buttons for all of them. We're just going to say bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and click update. Then click refresh. And now when we click on our gold package, PayPal comes up and they ask you for your credit card information. So people can put in their credit card information, and it goes into your PayPal account, and from your PayPal account you can transfer the $500 to your bank account. So that is really cool. There's one more thing I want to do on this page, which is edit it. And above this, I actually want to say, hi there. Check out our business packages. All right, and we're going to make that a paragraph heading 4 just by highlighting it, putting that, and then below it, we're going to say after payment, please make an appointment on our contact page. Alright, and once we do that, we can highlight contact page and click the link button and link it to existing content. So this contact page. And click add link. Alright. And let's do that in the center. And let's just click address. Then click update. Now let's see what that looks like. Click view page. Alright, looks pretty good, but I want to, yeah, that looks great. We can try to center this. Click update. Refresh it. There we go, we have it centered. And that page looks pretty good. And so after they make a payment, they can go to our contact page, which is now a link, and they can choose an appointment if that's how your business is set up. Maybe not, probably not, but you always have that option. Alright, so that looks great. Alright, now that we have our pages done and they're looking pretty good, we have our gallery and about and our contact page. What about this right side here? And this is called the sidebar. This is if they're on different pages, you may want to put different things here. By default, it has recent posts. So if you have a blog and you're posting things, recent comments if people have commented on any of your pages, and different things like that. But we want to customize it and learn how to customize it. So let's learn how to do that. Let's go back to our home page and just go to your dashboard. Once we do that, we can go to Appearance, then Widgets. And we have the primary widget area right here. So if we go back to our website, the widgets aren't on the home page, they're just on your other pages. We can see the search, recent posts, recent comments, archives category, which is search, recent posts, recent comments, archives category, meta, and meta's down here, meta. Alright, but what if we don't want that? Okay, how do we change that? Well, we could just start dragging things out of here. Okay, then click refresh. And it just has the what's by default these certain categories. Alright, what if we want just some text or HTML? We click and hold this and drag it up to here, and we just put hello as the title and hi. Save. Refresh it. And we see in our sidebar now we just have hello and hi. And that's okay, I guess. It's not wonderful. If you notice, this only allows for pure HTML. It doesn't give you that visual editor. So what do we do about that? Well, once again, someone has made a plugin for that. So let's see how to change that. So we want the visual editor here instead of, because how do you insert images here? Or, you know, how do you make things bold or centered? You can't really unless you know code. So let's see how to change that. So we'll go to our plugins and click Add New and look for black. Just black. We have Black Studio Tiny MCE widget. And click Install Now. Okay. And activate the plugin. Now, when we go back to our appearance widgets, we can see that we have this one in here, but let's get rid of it. Let's delete it. And now we also have this widget available. So let's drag it over, and we notice that we have now a full what you see is what you get editor. So let's not put in a title and just put, hi, I'm Tyler. All right. And let's do a heading 1 on that. And let's add a picture of me or you or whatever, your product. So we'll just add media. We'll select the file. We'll go to our home page, click on the image, and open it. And we can insert in different sizes. But I know that this right here is about 280 pixels wide. So that's just something that I researched, and I'll show you how to learn that a little later in the more advanced section of this video. 250 pixels wide, okay? So how do we make this picture that wide when it's 620 wide? And it always goes width by height, so always width first. So let's edit the image. Alright, and let's just drag a selection, and let's make the width 280. Well, 285, I think that's what it is. And let's drag it, and then let's click the crop button. Crop. Alright, now we have that picture, and let's save it and scroll down, and let's not link it to a bigger picture, so let's do none. Let's center it. Let's do full size and insert into post. So now we have that 280 pixels wide picture, and it says, hi, I'm Tyler. Okay. Now let's add some more text. Say, hello, I'm Tyler Moore from Los Angeles, California. I have been developing websites for over 11 years, and I live by the beach. Okay, whatever. Then click save. And now, hopefully, we can refresh this and see that we have the picture in there and everything. And we have a visual editor now. So we have the visual editor. Alright, that's pretty cool. But as you can see, when we go to our gallery, we have that sidebar in there. In our about, we have that sidebar in there. What if we want to have different sidebars in this area, in these areas? Maybe we want a Facebook like box here and a map here. how do we add different sidebars? Let's see how to do that. What you want to do is you want to click on the plugin section, then click Add New. And now we're going to search for a plugin called Simple Page Sidebars. Simple Page Sidebars. And click Search Plugins. Then just click Install Now. Okay. And click Activate Plugin. Once that's activated, we can go back to our pages. And let's say we want a new sidebar on our About page. So we click Edit. And it says, for simple page sidebars to work, we need to specify a default sidebar. So just click on the link. And just make this the primary widget area is fine. And click Save Changes. Alright, now we can go back to our pages. And let's say we want a different sidebar on our About page. We click Edit. And we enter New. And this is going to be the About sidebar. Then we click Update. So it doesn't look like we did anything. But if we go back to our Appearance, widgets, we can see that there's a primary widget area, which is the default sidebar, and there's an About sidebar. So let's just say we drag in a text that says About sidebar. Click Save. And now when we go to our website, we can see the contact page has this sidebar, the default sidebar, and our About page has the About sidebar. So it allows you to have different sidebars for each page, which is extremely helpful. But let's do something better with this sidebar here. Instead of having just this text here, let's actually put in a Google map. So let's go to google.com and search for a Google Map Generator. Google Map Generator. And we can click on it here. And it says, what is the location? We're just going to go Playa del Rey, California. And the width is 285 again. And the height is about 508. And this you can play around with more, you know. You'll see the width and height, and I've already done it, so I know it's about 508. But then we're going to do menu, none. Scale control, none. 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 Street map is fine. We could do a satellite also. And we're going to preview it first. So that looks pretty good. And we're going to generate HTML. So when generating the HTML, all we have to do is copy this. So highlight it all. Click and drag and highlight it. Copy. And go back to your About widget. And I'll do it over just so you know what to do. We can delete this About widget. Just drag over the text one. No titles necessary, and just paste it. Right click, paste. Okay, and then click Save. We'll exit that and we'll look at our website. We'll see the About. And we see this nice little map. We can open up to a larger map if we want. We see that it's a little too tall, so it can be a little shorter. So let's look at how to do that. We can scan the code, the HTML code for this height. Maybe we want it only 450 pixels. So we just change that. And maybe we don't want it to say open larger map. So we can actually get rid of that. So we can take all this code and just delete it. And click save. And let's see what that did. So before it was a little longer than it should have been. It said had open larger map. Let's refresh it. And we can see that it's perfect size and it doesn't have that open larger map. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go back to our home page. Now that we have our services sidebar, our about sidebar, which is a map, let's do the gallery sidebar. So instead of me being here, let's put a slideshow, 2 slideshows actually. So how do we do that? We edit page, and again we add another sidebar. So enter new, gallery, update. Alright, then click update. And now that we did that, we can go to appearance, then widgets. And we see we have a new gallery sidebar. Alright, that's pretty cool. So let's have a next-gen slideshow. And when you install the next-gen gallery plugin, it automatically installed this next-gen slideshow, which was nice of them. Put that there. Let's do this portfolio. And let's say this one is animals. And let's say the height is 300 and the width is 280. And click save. Alright, so let's see what that did. We can go to our gallery. And now we can see that we have the animals in there. But let's add another one. Alright. Let's go to our gallery and add another gallery because we only have one gallery here. So let's add another one. So we're going to go to gallery and add gallery. Then we're going to select files. We're just going to select those 4 and click open. And actually, before we do that, we have to add new gallery first. So let's say this is beaches. Add gallery. Sorry about that. So before you can put in a gallery, you have to add new gallery. Alright, now we can choose our files, select files, put in the beach pictures, choose the gallery. Now we have the beaches gallery, and click upload images. Alright, all the images are uploaded to the gallery. So we can go back to appearance, then widgets. And we have our gallery sidebar. Let's slide in another one of these. Let's do the same dimensions, so 300 height by 280. And let's choose the beaches gallery and click save. Now we can refresh this one. And we see that we have animals, and we have this one that's called slideshow, which we want to call it beaches. Beaches. Save. Refresh. So we have our animals and we have our beaches, both sliding. If we wait here long enough. All right, there they go. Cool. So now we have our services sidebar, our gallery sidebar, our about, which is the map, and now we need a contact. So instead of me, maybe I want to put a Facebook like box in there. So this is if you have a Facebook business page. We can easily do that by clicking Edit Page and enter in a new sidebar. Enter new. This is the contact sidebar. Contact. Press Update and Update. And now when we go to Appearance and Widgets, we can see that there is a contact sidebar. Okay, let's go to google.com and search for Facebook like box. Once we do that, we can click here and put in your Facebook page URL. Mine is facebook.com/Knudten. You can add me. I'm going to say the width is 285. And I'm going to show faces, not show the stream, and not show the header. Okay, I'm going to say the height is, let's just say 600. Alright, so that's all the Facebook people. Then we click Get Code. Now, if you want to make it really confusing, use this one. But if you want to make it easy, just click iframe and copy it. And press OK. Then go here and paste it inside the contact by dragging a text one. And just paste it. If you notice, Facebook didn't keep our height. So if you go down here, they have the width, 285, and the height, they never changed to 600 like we wanted. So we have to change that. So we go height equals 600. It's a little glitch in their code, but you can't be perfect. So let's do height 600. Okay, and click Save. Go back to our site, go to the contact page, and we can see our Facebook like box, and we can see that it's way too big. So let's change that. Let's change that to about 400. So 400 height equals 400. Save. Okay. Refresh it. And that's almost perfect. So that is our Facebook like box. Now we have that, and we have our about page sidebar, and we have our gallery with our slideshow. We got our services page, which is me on there, and we have our home page. Alright, next up is this footer right here. How do we get some social links in there? How do we change these areas? So let's look how to do that. We can go to our dashboard. Then we can click Appearance and Widgets. So we have our first footer widget area, second footer widget area, third footer widget area. Okay, so that's what controls these. First, second, third. First, second, third. Alright, so let's just get some dummy text. And copy it to clipboard. So we have our first. Let's just drag in this text. If we don't want any graphics in it, paste it. About our business. Save. Save. And click refresh. So we have about our business and we have the dummy text. Okay, next, social links. How do we put some social links in there? Alright, we could do that by downloading, once again, a plugin. So we're going to go to Plugins, Add New. This one is called Tipsy. Tipsy. It's a social icon plugin, and just install now. Okay. Activate it. Once we activate it, we can go back to Appearance and then Widgets, and look at our second footer widget area, and we see a new Tipsy social icon. So all we do is just drag it in there, and it wants to know our different social media places. So let's, put in a couple. This would be http www.facebook.com/Canutant. I don't have a Flickr or this, Google Plus. We could add in a whole bunch. Skype and Twitter. I do have one of those. Twitter.com/Canutant. And I have a YouTube, obviously. YouTube.com/Canutant. And I want to display them as large and save changes. So let's see what that did. Refresh. And we can see that we have all of our things. And if we click on the ones I actually filled out correctly, like YouTube, you'll see that it goes to my YouTube page. Okay, so let's add actually one more so that we have an even amount. We'll do stumble upon and click save. Now if we refresh, see that we have an equal amount. So that's pretty cool. Now we can add a little more information here. So let's do the third footer widget area. We could just do text. If you want to put in pictures and stuff, make sure to drag in the Black Studio MCE, but since we're just doing text, this one's fine. Put it in there, our history, and just end it there. Click save and refresh, and we can see that it has changed. Alrighty. Also, if you only have the major popular social network sites, there's an easier alternative. What we can do is just go to our widgets, and we can remove the second footer widget. So just delete. Then we can go to settings. Appearance, theme options, and click on social logos. So then just enter in your social media logos here. www.facebook.com/Canutant, and then Twitter, and you get the rest. So, but this is only for the, if you only have Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. So then you can save changes. And visit the site, and we can see the Facebook one, and the Twitter, and the LinkedIn. So that's if you just are only connected up to the major social networking sites. Next up, to really polish off your website, is how do we change this little icon up here, also known as a fave icon. Let's look at that. So let's go into our dashboard and go to Appearance and Theme Options. Once we do that, we can scroll down a little and it says Custom Fave Icon. And it needs to be 16 pixels by 16 pixels. So let's go back into our Pixlr and open the advanced editor. Let's create a new image and let's do a 16 by 16. But this time we're going to check off transparent because as you see here, it's gray in the background. And if we don't check off transparent, it'll have a white box around it. Let's do 16 by 16, call it a fave icon, and click OK. So we can see that it's very small. And now let's go to our bird that we got before. So go to google.com, images, search for bird, or bird icon, I think. And we have this one. Make sure this bird icon is also a PNG with a transparent background. If you see here, the bird takes on the background of the background. The bird takes on the same background as the page background. So we can just right click that and save image as and save it. Then we can go to our file, open image, open the bird image, and as you can see, the bird is much bigger than this. So we can zoom up on this. We're not making the picture any bigger, we're just zooming up. I'm going to zoom up. And then we're going to take the bird and we're going to edit, select all, edit, copy, and go to edit and paste. And we don't see it on the canvas, that's because it's so big. If we scroll over, we can begin to see it, but it's so humongous compared to this tiny 16 by 16 measurement. So what we have to do is we have to go edit and free transform. So we can see it here. Make sure you hold shift and then drag it down. Hold shift and drag it down. Keep on doing that. And because it's so small, we're only going to put in its head. So we're just going to do that. And we're going to click enter. And we can see what it would look like. So it looks very blurry. So let's see what it looks like at 100%. So you can hardly see it. But that's just the size of a fave icon, and that's what you have to deal with. So now we can go to File, Save, and make sure you save it not as a JPEG, because that will put that white background around it. You want to save it as a PNG with a transparent background. And click OK. And let's save it to our desktop. Okay. Once we've done that, we can upload the image. And click on Fave Icon. Open it. And click Save All Changes. Now when we refresh our home page, we can see our little bird head there. So that is pretty cool. Alright, next we're going to learn how to put a blog into your website. Some people want a blog to keep their customers and everyone up to date, and it's pretty good for Google rankings. So what we do is we just go to the dashboard and we go to Pages, Add New. Type in blog, and you don't need to put anything in here, but we do need, under page attributes, we do need to select blog page and just click publish. Alright, once we do that, we need to add it to our menu. So go to Appearance and Menus, and check off blog and click Add to Menu and Save Menu. Now we can visit our site and we can see that we have a new blog tab here. When we click on it, it shows us a blog and it shows us our default sidebar. Now you can't change that. The default sidebar is always going to be there on the blog page. And this blog shows up instead of a regular page because under page attributes we did the blog template. Okay? So how do we add new entries to our blog? Well, we go to, instead of pages, we go to posts. It's a blog post, and we click Add New. So we go New Blog Post. This is a new blog post. Then click Publish. Once we do that, we can visit our site and go to blog, and we see we have our new blog post. We can read more, and it looks pretty good. People can reply and comment and stuff like that. Alright, so that's how to add a blog. I'm not having a blog on this one, so I'm actually going to get rid of it. Just going to take it off the menu for now. And go back to our website. Alright. So we've spent over 2 hours together making this amazing website, and if you were to get a quote by a web developer, it would be thousands of dollars. If you're some sort of sick overachiever, or you're just into this stuff for some reason like I am, and you want everything to be perfectly color coordinated like these menus, and maybe you want to change the color of this line or take it out completely, change these circles, change the color of this bottom footer here, then you can stay tuned. We do need to download some tools, but this section is purely optional, only if you're not afraid and you just want to dive into it. But this website is really good enough for 95% of the people. But if you want to continue and keep on going, then let's do it. The first step we need to do is download some tools. So we're going to download Firefox. Firefox is a browser, but it has a lot of tools attached to it. So it'll make more sense when I start doing it. But obviously, just like this whole tutorial, it works on the PC, works on the Mac, etc. So we're just going to say download Firefox. Just search in Google, download Firefox. Let me do that again. Download Firefox. Alright, and once we do that, we'll see Firefox here. It detects whether you're using a PC or a Mac. So mine's for the Mac, but it works just as well on the PC. So we're just going to download it to our desktop, just like you would download anything else. And we're just going to install it. If you have a PC, it'll, just double click on it and it'll start installing. I have a Mac, so it's a little different. Alright, and once we have Firefox downloaded and opened, we're going to go to Tools and then click Add-ons. So then we're going to search for a tool called Firebug. And what this allows us to do is to inspect the code on our website and the CSS, and it'll make more sense once I'm doing it. Don't be afraid of the technical words here. Just click Install. And once we do that, another window will open, but just close that. Then go and search for Fire Picker. And what this does, it allows you to choose colors more easily in Firefox. And it'll make more sense when we do it. But let's just install all the tools we need now. So now that we have Fire Picker installed, let's also do Color Rainbow. So Rainbow Color Tools, I guess that's what it's called. And click Install. And again, this will make more sense when we start doing it. Alright, we can close that and we can go back to our website. In order for all of the tools to start working, we actually have to restart Firefox. So I'm just going to go to quit Firefox. And then I'm going to click it again to restart it. And you can see the extra tools up here now. So once we do that, we can go back to our website. And now we have our website and it's being viewed through Firefox. This is the same. Firefox is a internet browser. It's the same as Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or Safari. It's just an internet browser. But it's an internet browser that has a lot of tools and add-ons that people make to make web development a lot easier. First, let's log into our website. Because we're using a different browser, it doesn't save our login information. So let's log in. Let's go to ourwebsite.com/wp-admin and put in your admin username and password. Alright, once we're logged in, let's see how CSS works. And CSS stands for Cascade Style Sheet. And it controls things like the colors of things, the size of things, and it can position things a little bit. So it can position things a tiny bit. Obviously, it does a bunch more stuff, but those are the main things that CSS does. So how does CSS work, and where do we change this information? So in order to do that, we have to go to Appearance, then Editor. And if we scroll down, we can see, and we click Style.css, we can see all of the CSS scripting or coding. So we see that it has all these things in it. But this is really confusing. How do you know what thing links up to what? So how do you know, see it says color is 555. How do we know where that is or what that controls or even what 555 means or what color that is? And that is why we downloaded the tools for it. So if we go here and we click on the Firefox tab, the Firebug tab, just click on it. Then we click on the Inspect Element button, and we hover over different parts of the website. And we can go down here and click part of the website. We can see background equals or background, and we can change this. So let's get rid of the background. And let's see how it changed right there. And let's start putting in a code. Let's do the # FFF. And that just makes a white background. That's the code to make a white background. But since I don't expect you to know all the codes, that's why I downloaded the color picker. Because all we have to do now is click on this, and we can start changing the background color. Now, this doesn't actually change the code of the background. I mean, this doesn't change, the actual code of your website. This is just changing it for you. You can actually go to google.com and start, messing with their colors, but it's not going to change for everyone else. It's just going to change for you. So how do we actually copy this code and paste it so that it stays? And it's good to learn about CSS. You can learn about CSS tutorials and different things like that. Obviously, this isn't a complete CSS tutorial, but this will just get you an idea on how to change different things. So once we click this inspect button and we click the menu, it may go to here, but you want to do the menu wrapper. And background, just start putting in #FFF, and that will give you the color picker. Alright, we're going to go for a blue. So that's pretty cool. What we can do, it's another good idea, is this color picker right here. We click on it, and then it'll tell us the code of the color. So maybe we want this blue right here. So we click on it, and it copies to our clipboard. So all we have to do is go here and paste it. Now we have this exact blue right here. Alright, but how do we get this into our website? Because if we click refresh, let's just click refresh, we see that none of those changes actually stayed. They actually did anything. So let's inspect our element one more time. And sometimes you have to search for, things. And if you don't see a background color here, you may want to go up a level here, and then you see a background. Or you may want to expand this and go down, and you can see different properties. So let's click on the menu wrapper, and let's just put in a color I already have going for it that matches this blue. So we'll do 69C5F7. Alright, and that matches well with that. And you can easily get these codes by, once again, clicking here and choosing it, and then it copies to your clipboard, and then you just paste it into there. Firebug may change your code a little bit, but that's okay. What we want to do now to keep the code, because remember, this is only for us. Doesn't change, everyone else's what it looks like. You could do this on any website. So what we want to do is we actually want to copy the code. Just highlight all of it and copy. So this is the menu wrapper code. And you see it says div class equals menu wrapper. When it says class, that always means a dot. And menu wrapper right there. So just FYI. So we'll copy this. Then we don't want to paste it in here, because what happens when the Blackbird theme updates? It's going to rewrite all of your CSS, and you don't want that to happen. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to Theme Appearance, Theme Options, scroll down, and you can always minimize this right here, and select Styling Options, And they have a nice place to paste custom CSS. So once you have copied it, then you can just paste it. Alright, then save all changes. And now when we refresh, it should stay blue, just like we wanted it to. Alright, now that we have blue menu, the links don't really look right. I wish that they were a lighter color. So let's once again hit the Firebug icon. It pops up, and we once again click Inspect Element, this thing right here. And we hover over, and we can see that the color is pound BBBBB, which equals this color. But maybe we don't want that color. Maybe we want some sort of different color. Alright, so we could do that color, or we can choose, maybe we go here to our color picker, and we choose a sand color. Copy it, and we just paste it in there. Right click, paste it in there. So now we have a sand color for our website. Alright, maybe you don't want the sand color and you just want to do your own, so you do percent, let's say C7, let's just make up one, C7 EBFF. Alright, so now we have this nice little blue, a very light blue. So that looks pretty cool. Now what we do is we copy this, copy, and we go back to our styling options again by going to Appearance, Theme Options, Styling Options, and we, on a new line somewhere, we paste it. Then we click Save All Changes. Now when we refresh, it stayed. So it's updated for everyone. So everyone sees this color now. So now we scroll down and let's refresh this. We scroll down and we see this yellow line that we don't really want there anymore. So let's see how to change that. We click our Firebug icon, that pops up, and we click the Inspect and we hover over it. And sometimes it takes a little getting used to. The best thing to do is just to start playing with things. You know, we click this and we start increasing its font size, and we click this and we start just messing around with things, and really notice how things are, you know, try to understand what is going on here. In Google, you know, border bottom CSS or font weight, you know, CSS in Google, just to see, you know, what different things do, and really just start playing around with things. What is padding top? Well, if we start increasing it by pressing the up arrow key, we can see that things start moving around. And that's really how you learn how to control things, is really just by playing around with it and searching things on Google and, you know, learning about CSS. So let's say this border bottom, let's say we want a different color, or we want the thickness to be more. So right now it says it's 1 pixel. What would happen if we did 2 pixels, or 3, or 4, or 10? And we can see the difference that it's making. And we say it's solid. Well, are there different options than solid? Well, what does that really mean? Maybe we can do dotted or dashed, and maybe make it bigger so you can see on YouTube there. So we have it dashed. Maybe we want to change the color of it. So we click on the color and we start messing around with it. Maybe we don't want to see it at all. So what we do is we do border bottom none. Alright, then it changes your code a little bit sometimes, but that's okay. And now we're just going to copy it. and paste it. And save all changes. Now if we look at the website and refresh it, it has gone away. So now, what if we want to change these circles, because it doesn't really go with our website? So once again, we just click on the Firebug and we hover over the circles. And sometimes it takes a little playing around. You know, we don't see any thing that changes it here. We see a border radius. What if we took away that? Well, that's weird. And we see just different things. So let's start playing around with where I think it is. And I think it probably is this one right here. So we can see this looks like we have a background right there. So let's change the background. See, and just change the different colors of it, this ring. And what if we want it to disappear altogether? Background none. Alright, well that's pretty interesting. So let's keep that. Let's copy all of this right here. And paste it into our CSS. And click Save All Changes. Maybe we don't want to stop there though. Maybe we actually want to do this background image. See how it's a yellow? Well, maybe we can change that. Oh, so we made it purple now. Or we can get a color from our ocean. Maybe this very light blue here. And we can paste it in here. So now it's color coordinated. Alright, let's say that we like that. So we copy all of this. And we paste it. Now this is only for the advanced do-it-yourselfer. So, you know, some people get really happy when they start doing these things. Let's see what else we could do. We could change the footer color right here. So we just click on it, the background color, and that looks like a good box. And we see this background. And maybe I want it the same background as the menu. So let's see what the menu is. And we see that it's this 69 C5 F7. So maybe we want that color, but actually maybe we want it the color of the sand. So it looks like sea up here and then sand here. So let's do that. Maybe we can get a color of the sand, copy it, go here, and just paste it. So we can see that I only did it for one part of it. Let's go to the other part and paste it there. But now we need to copy both of those parts. So copy this, copy, paste, and copy that other part. This part, copy, paste. Now this takes a lot of playing around with, and the only way to get good is to play around with it. So that's just something that you have to do. And now we can hover over our title here. See, we just click the inspect, hover over our title, and we change the color of it. Alright, so maybe we want this to be that color blue. So we 69 C5, I think, and F7. So now we have the social links, the color, the blue color up here, and it all matches and it all integrates. So we copy all of this once again, copy, and we can always increase the font size if we want. But we copy that and we paste it in, and we click Save All Changes. And again, this is not a whole CSS tutorial. You can look at, different CSS things online to really see how it works. This is just how to change the different colors of your website. So we can refresh this, and it does and will stay. So, and just remember that Google is your friend. If we want to know how to make something transparent, maybe it exists in CSS, the ability, or maybe it doesn't, but you never know unless you ask Google. So let's do a Google search and look for make image transparent CSS. Okay, make image transparent CSS. And we see that it does look possible. And so what does it say? It says the commands to do that are opacity 0.4 and filter opacity equals 40, which is 0.4 and this 40 are the same. This is for people who use Internet Explorer and earlier. So sometimes different commands work on the different browsers. So let's do opacity 0.4 and let's put in this one. So let's find, we'll click on this, and let's click on this, and let's hover over this box. So this dot flex caption. Okay, let's add a new one by going over here and right clicking, or if you're on a PC, or control clicking if you're on a Mac, and click new property. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. New property. And a new property field opens up. So let's start putting opacity, and it types it out for us. And you can click tab to go into the next field. Opacity equals, let's do 0.4. And we can see that this box got transparent. So we can do 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and let's just make it a little transparent. So opacity equals 0.9. Then what you're going to want to do is copy all of this, copy, and paste it in here. When we paste, pasting all of this code is actually being redundant. So what we want to do is just take out all the code and only leave the thing that we changed. So, which is opacity. So always, put the code in between into the curly brackets, and only the code that you have changed. And make sure that you copy over the dot flex dash caption. So it's good to know a little bit about CSS. So read about it, look at some tutorials on it, and some CSS and HTML really help your WordPress development. So we have dot flexion capacity, but let's remember that this works for all the other browsers, but this one works for Internet Explorer 8 and earlier. So let's also copy this one over. And paste it in. And let's put equals 90, because that's 0.9, 90, the same thing. So this section was optional, and it's definitely not needed. I just wanted to go over how to change the colors if you really wanted to. We can refresh this and we can see that it did stay. So congratulations on completing this tutorial. I know it was super long, but I hope you got a lot out of it. Please like me on Facebook. Please subscribe to me, most importantly on YouTube. And comment, tell me what you thought, and like the video. So thank you so much for watching this video, and really congratulations on building your beautiful website. I hope that you get a lot of business from it, and it's set up perfectly so that you can get a lot of business from it. So thank you so much, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.